Welcome to my channel. With the recent reveal of the Ironclad, I've been thinking about what extra value it could bring alongside my beloved Merchantman. The Merchantman is a favorite for many of us, so I figured it'd be interesting to share my thoughts. When it comes to these pricey ships, versatility is key. A ship that can fill multiple roles is often the best choice, especially since most of us can only afford, or really only want, one. I'm particularly curious about how the Ironclad and Merchantman stack up as carriers. The Liberator is known for being strong in that area, but do we really need it if another ship can do the job just as well? In this video, I'll dig into those questions. I'll break down the unique benefits and features of the Ironclad compared to the Merchantman and Liberator. Since these ships are still in the concept phase, there are a lot of unknowns, a lot of gray areas that we'll explore together. I'm new to YouTube and I'm excited to dive into these topics with you. Let's chat in the comments and share our thoughts. Hopefully, by the end, we'll have a better idea of what these ships can really do. Make sure to hit subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss anything. Each of these ships has its own strengths. The Ironclad is great for piracy and hauling cargo through risky systems, which could become even more valuable once the pyro system is released. The Liberator is a small carrier designed for both ships and ground vehicles. However, the Ironclad assault version has an advantage, thanks to its better armor, stronger weaponry, and a unique repair system that even allows for component manufacturing. This could potentially make it more versatile than the Liberator. And the Merchantman? It offers a lot more cargo space with onboard shops, plus solid medical facilities. Given the high prices, a lot of players might lean towards an all-rounder. That's why I've focused on the carrier capabilities of these three ships. The Liberator is definitely built for that role, but if another ship can cover it well enough, you might not need the Liberator at all. Now, if we look at which hangar sizes work for different ships, you'll see some examples here. But remember, these details could still change. There are ships that fit into these categories, but even then, the specs aren't set in stone. The Liberator has 2 XS slots, perfect for light fighters, but they could also fit some bigger ships, as shown here. We'll only know for sure once these ships are actually available. It also comes with 3 double XS slots, mainly meant for ground vehicles, but they can host small spacecraft too, especially on the front landing pad. The Q&A on the Liberator mentioned that it doesn't have special facilities for repairs and refueling. Still, you can bring the materials on board and handle it manually, just like you would anywhere else. Also, keep in mind that parked ships aren't covered by the Liberator's shield. Because the Assault variant includes repair capabilities, that's the one I'll focus on instead of the standard model. CIG has confirmed that the repair facilities can work on spacecraft too, with the only limitation being the component size. In the Q&A, CIG also gave a max cargo space of 40 by 31 by 7.5 meters, but that covers the whole space, not just what's below the hatches. To give you a better idea, check out this image. It shows 2 Tumbril Novas, which measure about 20 by 24 meters together, putting them somewhere between a XXS and an XS hangar. At first glance, it looks like the opening is split into 2, which would suggest 2 double XS hangars. But the beam in the image, it's just a mounting for the tractor beam, and it can be moved completely out of the way, making it possible to land bigger ships. The Merchantman also has an XS hangar located above, and with some creativity, you could probably use it for similar purposes. Now, let's talk about the cargo area. The access point is an elevator that looks like it's floating freely in the image. If that's how it stays in the final design, it could be used to fly right into the ship. The elevator's size is roughly the same as a double extra small hangar. Since there aren't any official specs, I had to estimate this based on the images. It seems like the elevator covers the whole width, so I took that as a given. In the image, there are 6 SCU crates lined up on each side. Assuming each one is about a meter wide, that gives us 12 meters, plus around 3 meters for the central aisle, making it about 15 meters wide. You can also see 2 tumbril cyclones lined up in the same image, which is roughly 12 meters in length. So the whole area is about 12 by 15 square meters, just a bit smaller than a XXS hangar. With a little finesse, fitting any ship of this type should be doable. If you already own a merchantman like I do, and don't want to spend extra on a full-blown carrier, the Ironclad might not seem like the best choice. That was my take before the Q&A. But after finding out that the repair facilities can service ships, the Assault's roof can open, and CIG even calls it a mini-carrier. I'm not so sure anymore. If you think the Merchantman is too big for some tasks, and you want to run large-scale ground vehicle assaults, the Ironclad could be a solid addition to your fleet. For me, the Merchantman is in a league of its own because it also serves as a mobile home. I'm still on the fence about whether or how I should change up my fleet. What do you think? Have you picked one up yet? If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. Drop a comment about which ships you're most interested in and why. Until next time, this is Artemis.